this lesson, I want to show you how to set the bars and the tempo for your beat. So essentially, bars are measures. So if you're familiar with music and timing, in a 4/4 signature, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One set of those is a bar or a measure. Each of the 1, 2, 3, 4, those are beats within our bar. And then the tempo is the speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that our song or our beat is going to flow. So let's look at a couple of things here on the screen. So up here in our sequence settings, we have our bars and our tempo. Now these are unique to the sequence. So if I had two different sequences here, I could have one at, let's say 97 with 2 bars, and then I could have my sequence 1 at 120 with 4 bars. Again, the tracks within the sequences are the same, but the speed and the number of bars can differ across our sequences. So to change our bars, we have this section here, bars, and right now I have this set to 4. Now I could push down on my encoder, I could increase or decrease this. We're going to keep this on 4 bars for this example. If we come over to our arrangement view and we open that up by just double tapping on that arrangement view, you'll see here these light lines on the screen. In between there, those are our bars. So we've got 4 bars, we're zoomed all the way out. And inside each bar, if I expand this, you're going to see these even finer lines for the beats. Now let me zoom out again. I'm just going to hit play. I hit play start, which starts at the beginning, and the playhead is moving through. And of course, we don't have anything recorded yet, and loop is turned on, so it's going to jump back to the beginning. It's just going to go through those 4 bars. Let's change this to 2 bars by tapping on the bars, bringing that back to 2. Come into arrangement view again, which again, we can double tap here, or you can hold shift and go to grid. That's that same view. Now we only have 2 bars and 4 beats within each bar. So pretty cool. We can see that direct translation there. Let's come back to our main view. Again, if you're not on the MPC Live 3, you might have other buttons situated around your screen to get to things like grid, arrange, things like that. But you can also get to most of these through the screen, for example, by double tapping on the arrangement, and that'll bring you over there. You can also go to your menu and you can go to the grid view here, and that brings you to that same place. Again, lots of ways to get around, as you'll see. So that is setting our bars. And again, we have our metronome turned on. If we wanted to get to those settings, if you're not hearing this click when you press play, just tap on the metronome button up in our top bar and make sure you're set to enable on the correct thing. So right now I'm enabled on play. You could do record, play, or both record and play. You could even turn it off. So if yours isn't making noise for some reason, tap on that metronome and that'll get you to those settings. So now let's talk about tempo. Tempo is this number right here, 120. That's the speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 120 beats per minute. If we bring this up and then we do the same thing, notice how it's faster, or if I bring it down, it's slower. So this is going to be the speed of your song. And oftentimes, as I'm working in beat making, I use this tap tempo button. If you're on a different hardware device, that's MPC, you might have a different button somewhere. But this allows us to tap in the tempo. So if I know I've got a beat and I want it to be bum, 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 I can tap this 4 times or more and start to set in my beats per minute. So let's say we're close and I want to adjust that down to 90. You'll notice the light blinks along with the tempo or the beats per minute. So that's how we can set the speed of our sequence. And again, bars and tempo are sequence dependent. So here, I've got 90. Over on sequence 2, I have 97. A little bit faster. We could bump that up, and then we could come back to sequence 1. And there you go. You're able to set those differently.